Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan, and today we're doing a walk around video on this very stunning black 2017 Toyota Camry RZ. Now what we'll do is run through the condition of the vehicle as well as some of the features that you do get in this particular model. Now, one thing I want to point out with this car is it is in incredibly good condition, very well looked after by the previous owner. All the paintwork just comes out beautifully. Now black can either look the best or it can look the worst, and I got to tell you, this looks amazing. Now on the front bar, that condition, it seems to be pretty good. There are very minor stone chips here and there which you cannot prevent, but it doesn't seem significant. It hasn't really damaged the bar, but it still presents quite well. You've got that really nice Toyota badging in the middle there, nice sharp headlights that do integrate into that front bar, and lots of aero kind of cutouts on the actual front grille to make it look just that little bit more sporty. Same with the bonnet. Got these nice curves along the edging just to give it that little bit of extra character. Now on the front of the car are some front parking sensors, daytime running lamps, as well as your indicator lamps fitted down the bottom, and projector globes fitted in those headlights, which are going to give you a really clear cut line of light. Now coming across to the rims and taking a look at that first alloy wheel, you've got this very unique multi-spoke design, and it is in that black finish. Again, makes that whole blacked out effect just complemented it a little bit more. Now the rim itself is in pretty good condition. There are very minor marks, but it has been touched up in the black, and you can't really notice it unless you're really right up in the rim. Now we have fitted new tires at the time of this video as well. Across the side, color match door handle, side mirrors and door handles in the black color, just again blends it in beautifully. Indicator lamp is fitted into that to elevate the lamp and clear up the quarter panel. Now on the door here, there looks like there has been a touch up, just very minor touch up, but again not very noticeable on the car. The car does come with 2 keys. Now with the Toyota systems, all you have to do is put your hand in the actual thing and it will unlock. So right now the car is locked like so, and if I want to unlock it, I just you simply put your hand in there and it's going to unlock as long as you're within proximity. So pretty smart little engineering by Toyota in that regard. Taking a look inside the car does come with cloth seats. So you can see the bolsters are in very good condition. They do have this really kind of cool dual tone effect just to break up the texture, not make it look so boring. RZ carpet mats, so genuine carpet mats through the vehicle, and the car actually looks really clean, smells really clean. It's just actually a very clean vehicle. It does also have the scuff plate on the outer side of the door just to keep it, protect the paintwork when you get in and out, and door cut is also in excellent condition. Now the car does have a slight tinting on it. It's very minimal tinting, but I would highly recommend you talk to us about our glass coat and tinting options, because we're going to package in paint protection as well as a darker premium tint. Now taking a look at that second rim, this rim is also completely unmarked from what I could see. Yep, no damage on that rim, and you've got lots of tread remaining on those tires. Now if you just take a look in the back of the vehicle, these back seats also present really well. You've got ISOFIX points, baby seat, tether points, but more importantly the condition of the seats are well maintained. Coming across to the tailgate of the vehicle, you've got this nice boot lip, just adds a slight sporty effect to the Camry. Being the RZ model, you want it to differentiate from the other models. There is also that rear diffuser down the bottom, and you have dual tip exhaust in the vehicle. There are reverse parking sensors on each side of that rear bar, as well as a reverse camera which is mounted just under the Toyota symbol right in the middle, and you've got the Camry and RZ badging in the back. Now to open up the boot, you will want to use the remote, so you simply hold it down and that's going to pop open. So there's no actual latch release on the boot there, just cleans it up, also protects any belongings that you would keep in the back of the vehicle. Now taking a look in the boot, lots and lots of space in here, plenty of room. Up the top there are 2 little levers. Pulling that is actually going to drop the seats, so if you do need to utilize the boot space a bit more, you can drop the seats to allow for better access. Now if I lift up the bottom, underneath is your looks to be a space saver spare wheel, but a fairly large space saver spare wheel. It is sitting on the steel rims, and you've also got your jack-in tools to actually hoist the vehicle up and do any kind of changes that you would need to do. Rather than that, the actual boot is in pretty good condition. There are a few minor scratches and marks along the back here, very minimal, nothing to be too concerned about. Coming across the passenger side of the car, fuel cap is on the passenger side, being the safe side of the vehicle, and taking a look at that third rim. Now this rim also seems to be completely unmarked, no damage to that rim, and lots of tread on those Bridgestone tires. Down the bottom there is that cool RZ decal just to give it that slight sporty look. Another little kind of probably indentation in the paint there, not on the car, but just a little bit of touch-up work on the paint itself. Other than that, you can see how nicely it actually reflects as well. Hopefully the camera is capturing that as well as it can. And that fourth and final rim, It does seem to have a little bit of damage just on the edge of the rim, but other than that, very, very minimal, and brand new tires fitted on the front. So we've got 2 new tires fitted onto the front of the vehicle. Rims are in pretty good condition, and paintwork around the car just looks amazing. So what we're going to do is pop the hood and take a look inside. We're going to look inside the engine bay. Now what we have here is Toyota's 4-cylinder 2.5 litre petrol motor. It does come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so lots of gears to move through, great for providing that torque when you need it. Now this car has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so lots of safety for the passengers in the vehicle. Now this little 4-cylinder produces 135 kilowatts with 235 newton meters of torque. So again, lots in torque and power for that naturally aspirated motor. This car is a petrol car with a 70-litre capacity fuel tank, does run on your regular 91 fuel. It does have a combined fuel consumption of 7.9 litres per 100, or an average fuel distance of about 886 kilometres off a full tank, all dependent on how you drive and what kind of weight you're carrying around. Now taking a look inside the Camry, pretty well laid out car, and you can see just from looking in the interior, does present pretty nicely. There is a little bit of maybe wear and tear here just on the inside of the this panel, but other than that, the rest of the car actually presents really well. Now, on the driver's side door, do get your electric power windows. Your driver's side is fully automatic, the rest are just your standard power windows. Above that is central locking, window lock control, and also controls for your side mirrors. Next to that, on the dash is blank spots and 1 button for your stability control, and above that is a button for your parking sensors. Now you can turn them off if they do get a little bit annoying. Next to that is the most important button, which being your engine stop start button. Now, right hand stalk has your left and right indicator with headlight controls. They do run an automatic headlight system, so just leave it in auto. Car's going to decide when it needs to turn them on. The left hand side is your wipers and washers. Now the steering wheel is a very comfortable leather stitched steering wheel. The right hand side has your call, reject and voice control, as well as a little button for the display in your head unit, in your dash cluster. So it's got your RPM on the left, your speedo on the right, and a little display in the middle there. So that will let you flick through it pressing this little button. So it's giving you bearing, your cruise control, any notifications or messages, meaning warnings, and also just your driver information. You can also flick up and down using this, using these arrows to scroll or whatever it is you wanted to see. Down below that is your cruise control settings as per usual across the Toyota range, and left hand side is for your media control. So you got volume and all your controls for the head unit with your mute and back button here. So coming over to the entertainment system, at the top there is a little digital clock and your touchscreen head unit. Now as you can see, it is in the radio mode, so volume's coming on. I'm going to mute that. If I go back to home, this is your home display. So on the right hand side is your navigation, top left is your radio, and bottom left is your mobile connection. So once you go to audio, that'll pretty much open up your radio station, or you can press source and you can access your AM, FM radio, digital radio, Bluetooth connectivity, CD and USB inputs, as well as auxiliary. So your CD input is just above there, and so pretty cool system. And your SD card is located just under this little thing right here. Now below that is your hazards and your dual zone climate control. So driver and passenger have their own different temperatures. You can adjust it accordingly. There's a little LED display to show you what settings you're on. Down underneath that is your front and rear demisters. Now below that there is a bit of a storage compartment, quite generous. There is a USB input as well as an auxiliary input just in there. Otherwise you can just store your phone in there and tuck it away. Now you've got 2 cup holders, this nice gear shifter, and if I bring that into reverse, you'll see that really clear reverse camera. Now it's just near a bush, so I'm going to pull it forward so you can see what it is. So now if I put that into reverse, you can see quite clearly the reverse camera. The rear bar there is located at the bottom, and you've got all your guiding lines to pretty much guide you on how to park. So I'm just going to pull up here, and the sensors will also beep to notify me of where I am. Now if I bring this down into drive and actually flick it to the right, that's going to engage your sports shift, so you can kind of control the gears manually yourself if you did want a bit of extra control, and you can go through all 6 gears in the vehicle, or just leave it in drive. The car's going to do everything for you. Now you will notice there's no handbrake. That is because these cars actually have a foot brake, which is located just next to the brake pedal. Now there is a storage compartment here and this nice leather stitched center console armrest. If I lift that up, you actually have a generous amount of space in there for any extra storage that you might want to keep. I'll get the camera person just pan around the interior, show you the condition. Like I said, it is very clean. Carpet mat's also fitted in the back. Back seats present pretty well. There may be a few little marks here and there just on the seats. Seems like it'll come off, so nothing too major. But other than that, pretty clean car, very nice on the interior. Now what we're going to do is jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this beautiful Eclipse Black 2017 Toyota Camry RZ. Now I hope the video gave you a good representation as to the condition of the vehicle, as well as some of the features that does come in the car, and you can see it is a pretty good car and it does present amazingly. Now if you do have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. Now just before I go, this car does actually qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years additional protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components, and it will also cover you up to 200,000 kilometers. So I'm going to assume you're going to keep this car for a while, because I can assure you it is going to last you a while. You're going to take value in this. With that, you will also get 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. Now as I mentioned before, I would highly recommend you take advantage of the glass coat and tinting package. Now that is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this beautiful black paintwork. It's going to keep it looking this good. It's going to protect it from all the harsh environmental factors such as bird droppings, bat droppings, oxidization, fading, rusting, all those nasty things that can really contaminate the paint and stop it looking this good. Now these two things are at an additional cost. However, if you're using our in-house finance, we'd love to introduce you to our business managers Julie and Mario, who show just some minimal diesel effective repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, make sure you jump on Google, search up Berwick Mitsubishi and see what people have to say about us. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for watching.